This video is about the GDCC Pod 5 Just War, the morality of war and the emergence of weapons of mass destruction. In war, some sorts of restraint both on what we can legitimately fight for and on how we may legitimately fight are morally required for a just war. Jus in bello relates to what can be done in war itself, who can be targeted, and what amount of force might be used. Jus ad bellum relates to why and for what reason force can be used. In this case, it is about the drone attacks against Pakistan. The drone attack from United States was in Pakistan. The major states involved were Maryland, Nevada, New York, and North Waziristan. Some people believe that the bombardment will just cause terrorists to relocate, but some people say that the drone attacks may actually create more terrorists. This could also indicate the beginning of a more active part in Pakistan's battle against the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. This conflict is a response to a wrong perpetrated since the USA started attacking Pakistan because of their terrorist groups. A legitimate public authority in the United States made this conflict. As Rosa Brooks stated, drones have really become the counter-terrorism weapon of choice for the Obama administration. The decision is legitimate because the intention was good. The intent was good because the U.S. was just trying to get rid of the terrorists. However, they did not fully think the idea through because the repercussions of the drones could be different. This conflict is predicted upon a justifiable attitude, as it was not for vengeance and it was not for hate, but it was actually to help. The ends were sought to proportionate the damage inflicted since the utilitarian approach was used so that the action will cause the most good and the least harm for all the people. The use of force was the last resort. First, they threatened the people, and when all other efforts did not work, they decided to start attacking with drones. There was a reasonable hope of success because they thought that terrorists would see how other countries are starting to become part of the issue, and they would maybe realize how their actions were impacting the whole world, not just some people. Also, the terrorists would maybe feel unsafe because of the drones and would flee and stop their acts in order to not be killed. However, not every reason behind the use of force is aimed to returning to a peaceful, settled world. Many times, the use of force is aimed for more power or even revenge against others. The means applied to the enemy were not proportionate to the means used against the United States, because the United States had more heavy artillery and the U.S. engaged the strikes. The combatants and those actively engaged in prosecuting the war are the targets of the means of war, because although the drone attacks were aimed to stop the terrorists, they didn't just kill the terrorists, but other innocent Pakistanis nearby. Both Brahm and I believe that this is a just war, because the reason for it was fair. The goal of the United States of America was to stop the terrorists in Pakistan. The aim of the war was for a more peaceful and safe world, not just for power or not for revenge. The utilitarian approach was used in order to do the most good and the least harm for the people overall. However, the outcome was not as expected and not as hoped, because many innocent people's lives were lost, but the terrorists are still there. The United States was taking the initiative to help Pakistan with their struggles in this situation.